where the keeper of the light sounds the fog bell to signal that it is indeed time for football inside Gillette Stadium. Today, a fun matchup in the AFC East, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the New England Patriots. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Foxborough. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. They run once more with Henderson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. On first down, it's Henderson. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes at that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Over the middle, complete. It's Douglas. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that
play. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Now May on the sneak. And he will have a Patriots first down, at least at first glance, as they spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another first down.
And they're going to go with the jet sweep. This is Diggs with it. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Gregory Rousseau works his way in for the stop and the loss.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They're going to give it to Henderson. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook that can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
They'll throw with May. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Now we're behind his man, incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
So on fourth down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
I remember when he came out of Wyoming, the big question mark, could he be accurate enough to be a star in the NFL? I think it's safe to say he's put all of us in our place and put those doubts to rest. He can roll out and run it. He can bomb it over your heads. Everything in between. He is an absolute nightmare for defenses to try and prepare for. And when he's on, he's an MVP caliber player each and every time he takes the field.
Here's Allen to throw it. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On play action, Allen. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
That's another Bills first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's first and 10 right at the 40. They run for the first time with James Cook. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball and make it difficult for the runner. He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Allen. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A very solid gain of 27.
Oh, that's a big let off there on third down because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a first down, but for big yardage as well.
Now Allen throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. A beautiful fake. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards. Now it's third and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing now is Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Patriots, they came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. Prater's kick is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll start on the ground with Henderson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
Here's May. And that is incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Here's Bryce Baringer now.
Formation for the Patriots.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
Allen going to throw, and it's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free. New England's offense set to go.
They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Let's go back.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
And the Patriots first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
To throw, it's May. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. To the air, May. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
3rd and goal.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. On 4th down, out comes Andres Borregales for the Patriot field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is indeed good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Bills, first down. A gain of 21 yards. First down, Bills.
They run again on first down. Cook. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 3-3, a tight one after one on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it 2nd and 7. Now Allen. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 23. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 23.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
From the gun, it's Allen. That is incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Back to the ground, Cook. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Allen. And that will be incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. He hit his first, this one from 38. Prater's kick is good. And the Bills have taken the lead. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
So all field goals so far, 6-3 our score as the kick is away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Patriots ready to get the football back. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Throwing here is May. Got a man. It's Kayshon Boutte. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 37 yards.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go long and hope someone would come free.
Up the middle, it's Henderson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
On the tackle. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. On play action, May. Open man, the tight end, Henry. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
4 yards on the pickup.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Looking to throw. May. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. A solid stiff arm. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday you press it a little bit. This might be the case.
They start the drive with Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. The linebacker, Robert Spillane, making a big play.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Allen. That one out wide and intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there. So go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt him.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick 6.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. And it's up and good to extend the lead to 13-6.
Makes the score Patriots.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now a 2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Christian Gonzalez in there to break that one up.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Jones on the return. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Patriots take over. Now comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Short pass caught by Henry. So nothing doing there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. 3rd and 5. The tight end Henry here in motion. From the shotgun, it's May. To the sideline and incomplete.
Defensively, to blanket those receivers on 3rd down, and as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
Here's Bryce Baringer on now to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 15. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Josh Palmer, a 6-yard pickup, brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
2nd down and 4. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. To throw again on second down. Allen. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a third and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
Allen taking it himself. And he is going to have a Bills first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Allen.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson. 7 yards there and a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They'll throw with May. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. May looking to run. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Second and 6 from the 10. They'll set up a throw. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Timing is crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
From the gun on third down is May. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. Kick is right there. It's good. And that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one. Here's Allen to throw it. He gets it to Cooks. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. A final shot before half for Allen. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this one is incomplete. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And now it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 23-yard line.
To throw, it's Allen. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Bills first down.
Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Option play. Here's Cook. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he is going to have a Bills first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Nice little juke. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up for them is to run it. And they'll run it well here to start the second half.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now 2nd and 3. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10. They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Here's 2nd and 7. Here's May. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's May. Now he's going to step up and run. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 8.
A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up, and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Oh, look at the juke. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Straight ahead, Henderson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 55 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
First carry now for Ramondre Stevenson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
To the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 7. He'll look to throw. They set up the screen for Henderson. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Now May on the sneak. And he will have the Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of a yard.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with it back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Again, it's Henderson. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. 3rd and 3. To the air, May. Short pass caught by Henry. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. To throw, it's May. He finds Douglas complete. He's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. First and 10.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Throwing middle, and it's complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up second down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. We get set for the fourth quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. Up the middle, here's Henderson. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Trevion Henderson taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Patriots go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the fourth quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Borregales now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Now what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Buffalo offense back out ready to go. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now Allen. Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second and a yard. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Let's face it, when you have a guy who can pick up those types of runs and keep the chains moving or stay ahead of the chains, you're making everyone else on offense happy because you're opening things up to allow for a whole lot of different play calls.
Here's Allen. A quick throw there is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To the air, Allen. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Palmer. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. motion. Now it's Allen. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Allen going to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Cooks on the quick slant. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 24-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
First down, Buffalo.
Allen now looks to throw. And Cook has it left side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And it's 2nd down.
At the Patriots' 8-yard line.
Motion man is Shakir. Throwing now is Allen. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point that continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
This is a tough situation offensively because down 3 scores, the field goal kicker's not even going to come into play here. As an offensive play caller, though, you know you have to take chances. This is a time to get creative.
Cook will take this over the line. Touchdown, Buffalo. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. It is true, the lead cut to 10, 23-13. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They're going to throw. May. Gets this complete to Butte.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now May on the sneak, and he will have the Patriots first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
And when all you want to do is keep your drive going, quarterback sneak's a great call, isn't it? Pick it up, get a new set of downs.
And on 3rd down, usually you'd think 4th down quarterback sneak. There, though, it worked on 3rd. And space tough to come by there. It's only get maybe a yard to the 37.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
They'll throw with May. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
And they're going to go with a jet sweep. This is Diggs with it. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
2nd and 12 at the 40-yard line.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Throwing here is May. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 11. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. The Patriots send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. The Bills offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. This is 1st and 10. Now Allen. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Time not on their side. They've got one timeout, the 2-minute warning to work with as well. But they need points. 1st and 10. They run the counter with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Allen. That's caught by Palmer. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
In this situation, the dictation is coming from the defense, right? They're going to tell you, you can have 6, 7 yards, do that all the way downfield. Let's just go ahead and take the time off the clock. I think they've got to start attacking vertically a lot more.
Well, this crowd doing their best to make a lot of racket. It's 3rd and 5. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
That means there's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Will the defense pressure or sit back? Here's 4th and 5. To throw is Allen. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that one.
They're down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Check.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, May with it. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Allen and the Bills now down by 10, 70 seconds remaining. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery, but first things first. First and 10. Now Allen. They'll get this over the middle here to Palmer.
Allen's pass complete to number 5, Josh Palmer. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the 18-yard line.
Here's second down and 3. Allen. Into the hands of Cooks. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
It's a gain of
Clock
16
management
yards.
definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's first down. Throwing, Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Here now, second and 4. Allen. That is caught by Shakir. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
They'll come up first and 10 here. Allen. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
They'll come up now on second down. Now Allen. One last shot at the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has been so stingy all game long. No reason to think it's suddenly going to open up now. They took their shot, but this, like many others, falls incomplete.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Allen going to run with it. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.